Hello, welcome to the queue. We are on turn 3 for the British and Commonwealth, and Calcutta has fallen, so they got no dough. So for the purchases for Canada, we had 11. We're going to buy 1 artillery and save 7. For Britain, gosh, that's quite a stack. I forget what we have there, but we're saving 1. We're going to buy an artillery in Canada, in Cairo, a medium bomber, medium armor, and an infantry. 2 military bases. South Africa is, well, let me finish Britain. In South Africa, we're going to build a transport, and in Australia, we're going to build a destroyer. South Africa has 5. They're going to buy an infantry, save 2. What do they got here? 14. So 14 is an infantry, artillery, and a destroyer for the Anzac Nation. You know what? I can build 2 destroyers. Changing the outlook here. Let's put a chip. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, because I've got that factory in New Zealand, so I can build 1 at each. So take those 2 guys off. 2 destroyers, so that's the change, because it's the same cost as an infantry artillery. So let's look at our attacks. We have nothing in the Atlantic. We do have 1 here in Italy, Iraq. We're going to take out the transport, and Bangladesh. There's a medium armor there that needs to be dealt with harshly. That might just be a 1-round thing, so going into Bangladesh is an infantry artillery. We'll see how that goes. We've got a destroyer coming up to Sea Zone 67, and a tactical coming in. I have a movement of 2 left. In Iraq, we've got an infantry from Tehran, an infantry from Syria, an infantry from Transjordan, this medium armor for Cairo, 1, 2. We've got a tactical and a fighter. I didn't put out dice, but they come 1, 2 from that carrier there in the 64. So I'll move 1 of these dice over. That's that attack. This attack will be this transport here in 64. We'll come up to Cairo, grab 2 infantry, go into Alexandria. The 2 battleships will bombard again. Now they are at 6. I do know that now. We've got 2 fighters in Cairo, which will come out to the sea zone and in, so they'll have a movement of 2 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we do have 1 more attack over here. We do have a submarine coming into Sea Zone 76. There's a Japanese destroyer there. We have a fighter from Sydney, 1, 2, 3 at an airbase, so he has movement of 2 left. That will be the end of the combats. You know what I don't have? I don't have my dice tray or the dice, so it's going to be hard to do these combats. So let me run and get them real quick, because I did my last turn in the other game. All right, sorry for the delay. And here we are. Let's see. So I will put the dice tray here. Let's just start over on this side and work our way across. We have a fighter and a sub versus a destroyer. So the submarine is a 4, just misses. Fighter is a 6. It hits. All right, so the destroyer fires back. Oh, for crying out loud. So sub and destroyer are gone. That fighter, well, I'll land it in non-com. All right, next one, we got this transport. Hopefully we don't suffer the cause of the Axis attacking transports. So the destroyer is a 4, and the tactical is a 7. Oh my gosh, we missed. The transport is a 1 defense. All right, round 2. Destroyer at a 4. Tactical at a 7. There's the hit. Ooh. And the transport returns fire. Thank you. All right, so the Japanese transport is gone. Up here, we can roll those together to make it a little quicker. So the Japanese tank will defend at a 6, I believe. Let me look at a chart over there. Yeah, they're 6-6. All right, so the 2 attackers will be at 3, the infantry and the boosted by the artillery and the artillery. We get a hit, they get a hit. So we're going to lose that Gurkha. They're going to lose the armor. Nope, 2 more battles. In Iraq, we have 3 infantry at 2. No hits. We have the Swordfish Tactical at a 3, and then the fighter and medium armor will be at 6. So the 3 will be the blue dice. 1 hit. Nope, 2 hits because it's at 6. So Iraq is cleared. They get 2 4s back at us and 2 10s. So that is nothing. All right, so the last battle here, Alexandria, we've got 2 bombards at 6. There's a hit, which is all we needed. The 2 fighters at 6, just for grins. Ooh, the 2 infantry. And there's 1 defender at a 4, and he gets a hit, so that's the stinker. All right, so we do take it, though. And that is all that matters, right? All right, so don't need the dice tray anymore. So get it off the table. Let's land our planes. So this fighter has a movement of 2 left. I can land on the Dutch East Indies. Let's see what I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I'm good. Well, now we'll go back 1, 2, and land in Queensland because it touches there. All right, so that's where we're going to be. We're going to pull our ships back from 98 into 99, which is a destroyer, heavy cruiser, and a transport. We have 2 subs in 89. Come 1, 2 into 99. And the cruiser, I almost forgot it because the color matches. Cruiser in 88. Oh, you know what? Oh, it is a naval base. 1, 2, 3. So we have 2 2 cruisers. All right. That is it for this side of the map. We have our tactical here can move 2 from 67. We're going to go 1, 2 into New Delhi. Or are we going to go 1, 2 into Bombay? Yeah, Bombay, because we're moving stuff over. All right, so this transport will run away 1, 2. So it goes from C-Zone 68 to C-Zone 72. All right, clearing up my stuff as we move. We've got an infantry in Iran, which moves into Bombay. We got a medium armor in Tehran, which goes 1, 2 into Bombay. All right, so we've got this fighter. This is a movement of 2, 1, 2 into Bombay. The tactical has a movement of 2 as well, but I think we're going to leave it on this other side for Italy, I believe. Yeah, we are. So he'll move 2. He'll move 2 back into Cairo. I say Cairo. Let's move him back onto the carrier into 64 here. These 2 planes will go back to Cairo from Alexandria. There is no ships that can, well, there's 2 subs, so let's move up our destroyers, which is 1, 2, oh, that's a heavy cruiser, 3. So 3 destroyers from C-Zone 64 move up along with the 2 cruisers. And, you know, the way I see it, we might as well move the carrier up as well from 64 so that TAC can still land on it. And now that I say I'm moving the carrier up, the tactical will switch. So it'll go 1, 2 into Cairo, but the 2 fighters, because I don't have an air base, the 2 fighters will land on the carrier. All right. That should be enough defense against 2 subs and 2 planes. All right. What else do we have to move? We are moving the infantry and artillery out of Ethiopia into Egypt, Sudan. The 2 infantry from Belgian Congo will move up. The 1 infantry from Uganda will move up into Sudan. We've got this transport in 71 will move up 1, grab the South African and the artillery 2, and they will land in Madras. The infantry from Madras will move up to West Bengal. And we have a transport here, which will grab a infantry and a artillery, both South African. 1, 2, 3 into C-Zone 64. Drop off in Upper Egypt. The destroyer will move to 64 from 65. The light carrier will move from 64 to 65, or from 65 to 64. I did that backwards. We've got a medium armor in South Africa, 1, 2 up to Uganda. And I'm thinking that's all the movements I've got on this side of the map. We're going to stay put there. We have to move over here just in case Canada or Italy wants to come out of the Med. So we have a destroyer in C-Zone 35, which will come 1, 2, and then 1 sub, 2 subs, and a French sub. They'll all be in 53. The French transport cruiser destroyer in 34 move up 2 to 30. The Canadian transport will join them from 49. The Canadian fighter will move to Nova Scotia from Ottawa. And that is the extent of the movements. All right. Yep, that is it. I don't see any more markers. All the planes have landed. Let's place, let's do our income here. So from Italy, I don't need a British marker. It's my territory. Italy will go down 2, and Britain will go up 2. So we'll go up to 39 there. Where's Italy at? So they go to 27. All right. So for Iraq, we just go up 2. So then we go up to 41. And from Japan, we took 1. Now, since FEC is gone, the rules state that any of these FEC territories that are reclaimed until Calcutta is gone goes to England. So they go up to 42, and Japan goes down 1. All right. That is it for the income. Let's place our goods and then collect some cash. So the cruise or the destroyers that go in Anzac will be 1 British, and it can be built at this factory. 1 of the Anzac destroyers has to be built down here in 101. The other one is built here in 99. There's a lot of subs sitting there. All right. Next, we'll move on to South Africa. Infantry goes in South Africa. Transport goes into C-Zone 77. In Cairo will be medium armor, an infantry, and a medium bomber. All right. We've got 2 military bases. One goes here in Egypt, and the other goes here in Tehran. And the final purchase is Canada, 2 artillery. One's British and one's Canadian. And both will go up there into Ottawa. And that is it. So let's look at our cash. Canada is still at 7 because of that convoying sub up there. So they saved 7 and they get 7. So they will be at 14 for next turn. Right? Yeah, that's 10, 14. So Canada's at 14. All right, so Britain spent all its money but saved 1. So let's take those markers off. They are now at 42. Oh, you know what I forgot? Canada gets a bonus. So they just get 2 for the 8 transports. So Canada will have 16 for next turn. All right, now moving back to Britain. 42 is their cash. There's 34, 40. There's their 2 plus the 1 they saved, so that's 43. So their bonuses will be 5 for the transports and 3 for controlling all the African territories original. So that will be $8 on top of that. So 8 and 42 is 50. So they'll have $50 next turn. Where are they at? South Africa's at 4, but they saved 2, so they'll end up with 6 for next turn. FBC is still 0. Anzac, they spent all theirs. They are at 13. So there's a 10. And there's 13. But they get to collect bonuses this time. So let's see what those are. Because they're at war with Japan. So they get 3 for when at war with Japan, and they control Dutch, New Guinea, Rabaul, Solomon Islands. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Then they get 2 for the transport combo. So that will be a total of 5 extra. So they will be at 18 for next turn. All right, so there is your cash. I'll do a recap of the video or the units everywhere separate. And up next will be, I believe no, it's not Italy, it's US. I did that wrong last turn. So US is up next.